Welcome to our tutorial for the StrucEx Retaining Wall. In this lesson, we'll walk you through the different user panels in the software. You'll learn about the ribbon, the data input panel form, the general information input panel form, the main calculation panel form, and finally, the data save panel form. By the end of this tutorial, you'll have a clear understanding of how each panel works and how they all connect together. Within the ribbon, the first key area is the menu panel. The menu panel is composed of three main buttons: the Save button, the Edit button, and the Remove button. The Save button allows you to securely store your project at any stage, ensuring that no progress is lost. The Edit button gives you the flexibility to modify or update your project data whenever adjustments are needed. And the Remove button lets you delete unnecessary or outdated items, keeping your workspace clean and organized. Together, these features make the menu panel an essential tool for efficient project management. Next, we have the Analysis panel. This panel contains the tools required to run structural calculations and check the stability of your retaining wall design. With a single click, you can initiate the analysis, process all design parameters, and view immediate results. The Analysis panel ensures accuracy, speed, and reliability throughout your workflow. Moving forward, we have the Report panel. This panel is designed to generate professional reports that summarize your inputs and results and export them directly into PDF format. The Report panel is composed of four main buttons: the Create PDF button, which allows you to export your report into a clean, well-formatted PDF. The Merge PDF button, which lets you combine your newly created report with an existing project PDF, keeping all results organized in a single file. And finally, the Multiple Report button, which enables you to export all saved data reports at once, saving time when working with multiple records. Together, these tools make the Report panel a powerful feature for creating clear, professional, and well-organized documentation. Lastly, we have the Settings panel. This panel allows you to configure the key design factors that influence your retaining wall analysis. Here, you can set the loading factors for both dead load and live load. For example, in this case, the dead load factor is set to 1.2, while the live load factor is set to 1.6. In addition, the Settings panel also provides options to define stability factors. These include the sliding factor and the overturning factor. For this example, both values are set to 1.5. By adjusting these parameters, you ensure that the analysis reflects accurate safety margins in line with design codes and engineering best practices. In summary, the ribbon brings together the Menu panel, Analysis panel, Report panel, and Settings panel. Each one plays a vital role in managing, analyzing, documenting, and customizing your project. Mastering the ribbon will give you the foundation you need to navigate the software with confidence and efficiency. Next, let's move on to the Data Input panel. This panel is where you define all the essential parameters needed for your retaining wall design. It is organized into several categories, each containing specific properties that guide the calculation process. The first section is Designation, where you assign a unique mark or identifier to the retaining wall. For example, in this case, the mark is RW1. The next section is Soil and Material. Here, you define the material properties, such as the concrete strength and reinforcement yield strength. In this example, the concrete compressive strength is set to 20.70 megapascals, and the yield strength of steel is 276 megapascals. You can also specify the soil properties, including the soil bearing capacity. For this example, it is set to 192 kilopascals. Moving forward, we have the retaining wall properties. This includes the distance stem property, the height property, the thickness property, and the shear key property. These inputs define the geometry of the wall and its structural components. Next is the surcharge load. This allows you to input any external surcharge acting on the soil behind the wall. In this case, the surcharge load is set to 10 kilopascals. Finally, we have the reinforcement details. This section allows you to define the reinforcement areas for different parts of the retaining wall. These include the stem area reinforcement, the heel area reinforcement, the toe area reinforcement, the temporary area reinforcement, and the shear key area reinforcement. By organizing all inputs in one place, the Data Input panel ensures that your design parameters are complete, accurate, and ready for analysis. Now, let's take a look at the General Information Input panel. This panel is designed to capture the key project details, ensuring that every design is properly documented. The first field is the project name, where you specify the title or identifier of the project. Next is the project owner, which records the name of the client or organization commissioning the work. The project location field allows you to note the site or address where the retaining wall will be constructed. You also have the design by field, which identifies the engineer or designer responsible for preparing the design. And finally, the check by field, where the reviewing engineer or checker is listed, ensuring accountability and verification of the design. By completing this panel, you provide clear documentation of project ownership, responsibility, and location, which is essential for both project management and reporting. Next, we have the main calculation panel. This panel is the core of the software, where all inputs come together to generate the final design calculations and results. On the left side of the panel, you'll find the Remark Data section. Here, the software provides quick safety checks for key parameters. These include soil pressure, sliding resistance, overturning stability, stem shear, heel shear, and toe shear. Each result is clearly displayed as either safe or requiring adjustment. In the center, you'll see the retaining wall section drawing. This diagram provides a visual representation of your design, including dimensions, wall geometry, and the soil profile. It serves as a quick reference to confirm that the input values match the intended design. On the right side, you'll find the detailed calculation report. This includes all relevant design data, such as material properties, soil characteristics, surcharge loads, and wall geometry. It also presents stability checks, including overturning, sliding, and soil-bearing capacity. In addition, reinforcement design calculations are provided for the stem, heel, toe, and shear key. These are accompanied by diagrams, stress contour plots, and numerical results for easy interpretation. Together, the diagrams, remarks, and detailed reports give you both a high-level overview and an in-depth technical breakdown of your retaining wall design. The main calculation panel ensures that every aspect of your design is verified, documented, and ready for reporting. Finally, we have the Data Save panel. This panel is designed to help you manage and organize your retaining wall design projects. Each time you complete a design, it can be saved here under a unique identifier. For example, in this case, we have saved designs labeled as RW1 and RW2. To access a saved design, simply double-click the label and the program will automatically import the saved data. By storing multiple designs, you can easily switch between different retaining wall configurations, compare results, or revisit earlier versions for modifications. The saved data structure keeps your projects well organized, ensuring that no information is lost and that every design iteration can be retrieved whenever needed. This makes the Data Save panel an essential tool for both efficient project management and smooth workflow continuity.